PrizePicks.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Now last video we did have a like goal. You guys did fall slightly short of it, but our team was so moved by all of the well wishes and the positive support that we received that we decided that we're going to drop a bonus pick in this video anyways. So stay tuned to the end of this video for that extra bonus pick. Also, if you would like a bonus pick in tomorrow's video, we're going to challenge you guys to get this video up to 200 likes. And if this video gets above 200 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in tomorrow's video as well. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. All right, let's get right into the best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the points plus rebounds tab and we'll be selecting Naz Reid for more than 11.5 points plus rebounds. Taking a look here on Outlier, and if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, check our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Naz Reid has actually exceeded this line in 7 of his last 10 games. Additionally, Naz Reid has exceeded this line in 80% of his last 20 games. We also want to point out to you that in his last 6 matchups versus the Denver Nuggets, Naz Reid has exceeded this line in 5 of his last 6 matchups versus the Nuggets. Now, Naz Reid and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be facing off against the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the Western Conference semifinals. During the regular season, the Denver Nuggets were a pretty solid defensive team, ranked 6th in points allowed to their opponents, as well as 7th in rebounds allowed to their opponents as well. However, when it came to guarding opponent big men, the Nuggets weren't as good, ranking near the bottom of the league in points allowed to opponent power forwards, as well as rebounds. And here are the Nuggets numbers versus opponent centers for those of you who want that as well. But overall, Naz Reid should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Naz Reid is getting a solid dose of minutes, averaging near 23 minutes per game. We would like to see this a bit higher, but for his line, it should be fine enough. Now, on the regular season, Naz Reid was a solid contributor to the Minnesota Timberwolves offense, averaging 13.5 points, as well as above 5 rebounds. However, during the playoffs, he has taken a significant step back in his scoring as well as rebounding with reduced minutes. However, he still is averaging above his current line. And in his last 3 matchups versus the Denver Nuggets, Naz Reid is averaging a solid 12 points as well as close to 6 rebounds. And we believe he'll have a similar stat line in this game as well. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Naz Reid for more than 11.5 points plus rebounds. For our next pick, we'll actually be in the NBA first half section and we'll be headed over to the PRA tab where we'll be selecting Anthony Edwards for less than 20 first half PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, again, use our link in the description for a free 7-day trial. We see that Anthony Edwards has actually fallen below this line in 7 of his last 10 first halves. Additionally, Anthony Edwards has actually fallen below this line in 70% of his last 20 first halves. And in his last 13 head-to-head matchups versus the Denver Nuggets, Anthony Edwards has fallen below this line in 62% of those matchups. Now, Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be facing off against the Denver Nuggets defense that during the regular season was very good at defending against opponent PRAs, ranked top 10 in every PRA category, and the team in the Denver Nuggets that was also extremely good at defending opponent shooting guard PRAs as well. So Anthony Edwards shouldn't have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his first half minutes, we see that Anthony Edwards is getting solid dose of minutes, averaging near 18 minutes per half, or first half rather. It is slightly above where we'd like to see it. However, his high minutes average isn't really translating to his stats when it comes to his PRAs. Now, during the first round of these playoffs, Anthony Edwards had very solid PRA line against a not so stellar Phoenix Suns defense, averaging 31, 8, and above 6 assists. However, during his last 4 matchups versus the Denver Nuggets, his PRA lines were a lot more tolerable, averaging 26, 4, and 4 for the entire game. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Anthony Edwards for less than 20 first half PRA. Now, for those of you wisely making picks on Underdog, we wanted to share a couple of ones that we think have a great chance of hitting, and that is Nikola Jokic for lower than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Rudy Gobert for higher than 0.5 double-doubles. And sorry, that's Nikola Jokic for lower than 0.5 triple-doubles. And if you like to make picks based on things like triple-doubles, double-doubles, as well as the other traditional PRAs that aren't available on PrizePicks, check out Underdog Fantasy, because right now when you use code BETBLITZ, you'll receive a free pick upon sign up, as well as a 100% deposit match on your first time deposit. Now for our third pick, we'll be back in the NBA section, and we'll be taking a look at the points plus rebounds tab, where we'll be selecting Michael Porter Jr. for more than 25 points plus rebounds. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Michael Porter Jr. has actually exceeded this line in 6 of his last 10 games, including 5 of his last 5 games, as well as in 55% of his last 20 games, including a tie. Now, Michael Porter Jr. and the Denver Nuggets will be facing off against a Minnesota Timberwolves defense that during the regular season had pretty good rankings when it came to points and rebounds allowed to opponent small forwards. However, they still were giving up over 19, near 20 points per game to the position, as well as above 7 rebounds. Here, a quick look at the power forward stats as well for those of you who wanted to see that. But overall, Michael Porter Jr. should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look at his minutes, we see that Michael Porter Jr. is getting a solid dose of minutes. Over his last 10 games, he's averaging above 34 minutes per game. And as the playoffs went through in that first, Coach Malone kept finding more minutes for Porter Jr. with his incredible shooting, especially from behind the arc. So Michael Porter Jr. should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, on the regular season, Michael Porter Jr. was a solid contributor to the Denver Nuggets, averaging near 17 points per game, as well as 7 rebounds. And during the playoffs, he's really taken his scoring and rebounding to another level, averaging near 23 points per game on over 55% field goal shooting and over 48% from behind the arc, as well as near 8.5 rebounds. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Michael Porter Jr. for more than 25 points plus rebounds. All right, these are our picks for today, and remember to stay tuned to the end of this video for our bonus pick. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you'll be taking, as well as the ones you'll be fading. So for our picks, we took Naz Reid for more than 11.5 points plus rebounds. We took Anthony Edwards for less than 20 first half PRA. And finally, we took Michael Porter Jr. for more than 25 points plus rebound. Now, we're not saying to take all these picks and throw them all together in one big parlay. However, these picks could be some useful additions to the overall entries that you have in mind. And if you like these picks and you want access to even more of our picks, check out the link to join our Discord below, where we drop more picks every single day. All right, now for our bonus pick, we'll be headed over to the points plus assists tab, and we'll be selecting Rudy Gobert for more than 14.5 points plus assists. Now, we normally tend to stay away from Rudy Gobert props, and we know some of you might not like seeing him, but we thought this one had a great chance of hitting, so let us know if you are going to tail this prop. But in 8 of his last 10 games, Rudy Gobert has actually exceeded this line. In his last 20 games, he's exceeded this line in 65% of those games. And in his last 11 matchups versus the Denver Nuggets, Rudy Gobert has exceeded this line in 7 of them. Now, during the regular season, the Denver Nuggets were ranked 23rd in points allowed to the opponent's centers, giving up nearly 19.5 points per game to the position, as well as ranked 13th in assists allowed to the position, giving up 3.5 assists. So Gobert should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. And taking a look at his minutes, we see that Gobert is getting a solid dose of minutes, averaging above 35 minutes per game, with a huge increase during these playoff games. He did get into foul trouble this game, if some of you guys remember him sitting out the majority of the second half of that Phoenix Suns closeout. However, overall, he's getting a solid dose of minutes and should have plenty of time to reach this line. On the season, Gobert was a solid contributor to the Minnesota Timberwolves offense, giving them about 14 points per game. Not much of a playmaker, averaging just shy of 1.5 assists. However, during the playoffs, he has taken an increase in both of these categories, jumping to an average of 15 points per game and 1.5 assists per game, as well as the fact that he will be matched up versus Nikola Jokic in this game. At times, they may put Aaron Gordon on him. However, he will have a mismatch against him, and Jokic isn't known really well for his defense. So for all these reasons, for our bonus pick, we will be taking Rudy Gobert for more than 14.5 points plus assists. Now again, if you would like another bonus pick in tomorrow's video, we are challenging you to get this video to 200 likes. And if we do that, we will be dropping a bonus pick in tomorrow's video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking as well as the ones you won't. We really appreciate all of your recent support, and take care. We'll see you tomorrow.